What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm so ready to get started on this. If y'all can, please come in and hit that like button. We are so ready to get started. I wanted to do a quick video before we get into the cease and desist letter. TPUSA is finally clapping back, and we are here for it. Ah, finally. Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Francisca, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, this is gonna be good. How you doing? How you doing? I know it's late, y'all, but y'all know how it is. It took me forever to find this TPUSA. This cease and desist letter they sent over to Project Constitution. Thank God. Cause all they do is lie like hell on X. Oh, they had this coming. Thank goodness. Okay, cool. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear? Let's go. Oh man, we gotta kick this off with Milk Bar TV. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited that they're finally putting their foot down over there. TPUSA, y'all should have been did this. Oh, y'all should have been did this. They finally sent a letter. Hold on, did they send how many people they got a new letter out? They need to go ahead and just sue Candace. They don't already send her a letter. Stop sending her letters. TPUSA. It's lawsuit time. Screw all that. Oh my God. Yeah, and then Candace over here throwing an attitude, changing the thumbnail on her videos. Girl, bye. Candace, come to the front. I know you missed me. No one's watching your Bride of Charlie series. I'm not watching that BS. Girl. All she's doing is spiraling down and getting more angry and getting mad at the whole world. Oh, I'm so here for this cease and desist, y'all. Y'all hit that like button. Yeast and desist. I'm so excited. Glad they are finally reacting. Yes. Y'all know y'all here for it. Oh, what's going on? ES, how you doing? Yeast and desist. Y'all, I'm so excited. Let's get into this. Let's get to Milk Bar right quick. His video is not that long, and we're not gonna be all night because I gotta get up and get my son to school and all that good stuff in the morning. So it's not gonna be long. I just wanted to go over this video. Shout out to Milk Bar TV. Candace is the definition of main character syndrome because she's a narcissist. Candace, your narcissistic ass is running out of content, and instead of you just doing research, reading, and reporting, you keep digging into this Bride of Charlie series. Because you mad because I called you Bride of Chucky. Y'all, so the Bride of Chucky here and George Farmer, who's stuck in the closet, because everything's fake and gay with these two, is sitting here retaliating and got all her little, hell spawns out here going in on TPUSA because she can't stand Erica Kirk. It's that simple. Let's not complicate this. All because she hates Erica Kirk's guts. That's it. That's where we at. Yeah. She can't stand her guts. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's get to this. Shout out to Milk Bar TV. Make sure you guys go check him out and support him and his great content over there. Can't wait to have him back on the LLC. A lot of fun. Let's go.
I am long gone from this earth. The history books are not going to tell the truth about the things that I did. They're not going to tell the truth about my contributions. Russell Crowe, who is leading that film, says, "Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?" The Brigitte Macron story is, of course, naturally entertaining, but it is...
No, it got you a lawsuit in court. Candace, you got court April 28th. You got court coming up. Have your little narrow ass up in that courtroom, girl. Or on Zoom, however it's going to go. But you got court coming up next month, in a month. So have your ass in that courtroom. Get there early. Court starts at 10 a.m.
In fact, about more than entertainment. This is the point, by the way, in the gladiator films, where typically the elites and the politicians order soldiers to just go and kill the gladiator's entire family so he has nothing to live for anymore. It's the very same concept. The process is the pain. We will leave you with nothing for challenging our system of lies and corruption. How dare you show the world proof that we are immoral perverts? How dare you think that we have to answer to you? Emmanuel Macron is holding up negotiations to end the Russian and Ukrainian war unless you stop speaking about his wife. Like, if
no, they're not. They're just putting their foot down and showing us how it's done in the courtroom. They are suing your ass, and you better be in court, Candace. You better be in court April 28th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do you understand? No one's in the mood for your nonsense and your buffoonery. Do you understand? They're showing us how it's done. They sued you. You act as if you're not going to live to see a new day. She's so mad, y'all. Candace got an attitude. Why are you mad, Candace? I thought you wanted to get to the discovery phase. Candace, did you not want to get to the discovery phase? You got court, girl. Here's the case right here, you all. Y'all see that? N is in Nancy, 25, C is in civil, -07-194. Emmanuel Macron versus Candace et al. And, there's a jury trial demand because, it was always there. You have a court hearing coming up April 28th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, SCN courtroom to be determined. Superior Court, Newcastle County. Judge Sheldon K. Rennie. He is not for play. Have your ass in that courtroom on time, Candace. You and your 3 dummy attorneys. Yeah, she got court coming up. Does she want to take it out on TPUSA because her dumb ass is being sued? Candace, I told you I was going to report on every little thing going on with that hearing. Why are you taking it out on everybody? Candace is a member of the elite. She literally has an excess of what? 244 mil with George? And then he wants to act as if they so broke. George, you might want to think about living back home with your parents. Take the kids with you. Candace might be down in the gutter for a while. You think she grieving over Charlie Kirk? Wait till they issue a judgment against her ass for millions of dollars. George is going to divorce your ass, Candace. You can't make this up. What's going on? S5 says a member of the elite. I know, right? Oh, is it Girish? Girish? Oh, my God. Jennifer said I used to follow her, but now since she went nuts, child, she about to be nuts and sued and broke. Candace, why are you upset? You tried to sue Kimberly Klasick. Did you not? Oh, no, she tried to sue you. You wanted to countersue. That's what happened because we went over those court documents. You tried to sue the apartment complex where you allowed black mold to grow and fester. Candace, you should be used to court. You tried to sue Gannett Stories as well. You tried to sue yourself. And in that case was dismissed because you failed to state a claim. Because your attorneys aren't that smart. You've already admitted to defaming the Macrons. You're just trying to get them to come to Tennessee, which no, because that'll reset the clock. Nope. You only get so much time to file a lawsuit on defamation. And you have to prove malice, which they won't, it won't be hard for them to do. because she keeps doubling down. Candace, it's not about what's good for me is not for thee. No. And defamation is not protected free speech. So have your little ass in that courtroom, April 28th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't be late. You might want to go get a hotel, book your flight, do all that stuff you need to do, and go show up at court. This is on your motion to dismiss, Candice. You're going to court.
If I could end the Russian war,
make
and by just stopping this conversation, and people are tagging me like, well, Macron says that France is going to recognize a Palestinian state. It means that Netanyahu is almost done with his ethnic cleansing, and they're just trying to save face. And no one wants to save face more than Emmanuel Macron, who has embarked on a fight over here in the U.S. But we might need our federal government when it comes to this, okay? The job of the federal government is to defend us against foreign invaders. And I would pretty much say...
Yeah, from a physical invasion. You're mad because you can't stop running your mouth and being defamatory. Something to which she's already admitted to on X.com. In a post with me tagged in it. Can you believe it? Candace, you already say you defamed them. You just say you defamed them in Tennessee. That's not how it works when you're using the internet. Because it's interstate. It crosses state lines. Why haven't your attorneys taught you this? Or are you going to continue to pretend to be stupid? Okay.
Emmanuel Macron right now is being a foreign invader. But no, they're silent.
I don't think she's pretending.
They are silent. And that's a pretty loud silence right now. Because if I remove myself out of the situation...
Yeah, no, they're not getting involved in your civil dispute. Yeah, she's not pretending to be stupid. Candace is stupid.
It is crazy that Trump has been silent on this matter. But no one can explain why or how I had the sense of dread in the very week leading up to Charlie's assassination. No one can offer why I knew that there was danger coming specifically to a...
Okay, no one can offer why you knew because you helped plan it. Candace, why didn't you go to the authorities? Why didn't you reach out to Charlie Kirk? Where's any evidence that you tried to reach out to Charlie Kirk to warn him? Have you all seen any text messages from Candice where she tried to reach out to Charlie Kirk with this? I'm just saying. Has she posted anything? Candice, I know you listening. Cadence, Karen. You dumb White Walker. Yeah, I watched a summary video on Game of Thrones. So now I understand what White Walkers are. Candace, why didn't you reach out to Charlie Kirk on any social media or send him a text or call him? Say, hey, Charlie, this is Candace. I know I'm an asshole, blah, blah, blah. But I have something important to tell you. I want to let you know that I have this weird feeling something's going to happen. You're in danger. And I need you to be on guard. I need you to get some bodyguards or perhaps rearrange your schedule or something. Otherwise, I'm going to go to the authorities because I don't want to see you lose your life over and over and over again on national television. Candace, why didn't you call Charlie Kirk and tell him that? Would it have thrown a kibosh in your plans? Because you and George still have yet to give your alibis. Oh, I'm on one tonight. So Candace planned this whole thing out and she's mad because she's been found out. You can't make this up. But she had an idea. But she didn't tell Charlie Kirk that. Why? Wouldn't you, as a good friend, tell your friend, I have a weird feeling something's going to happen, you're in danger? Wouldn't you go to the authorities if it means saving your friend's life that you love and care about so much? The friend that Candace, you claim to be so depressed and down and out over to the point where you're being a bad mom because you are.
In the very week leading up to Charlie's assassination, no one can offer why I knew that there was danger coming specifically to a school. And why I felt that it was related to bees. Why the feeling was so overwhelming that I hired extra security and took my podcast off air. And
she did this for herself, but not for Charlie Kirk. She didn't warn him at all, because she took herself off air so she can go travel to Utah. Candace, we're just asking questions. How much involvement did you have in the assassination of Charlie Kirk? How much involvement? Why would you do all of that for yourself based on some dumb bees, but you didn't send him a post or a text or an email, leave a call, a voicemail, nothing. You didn't call TPUSA getting on their nerves saying, can you all tell your boss to call me? Because I have a weird feeling something's going to happen to him at a school, because that's all he does is tour college campuses. Y'all didn't know that? Candace is telling us this like this is our first time here on Earth. And no one knew that they toured college campuses with TPUSA. That's all they did. So when you say that there was a threat or some danger with him involving a school, that can be any school. That was his MO with TPUSA. They toured college campuses. That could be any school. It's so vague and ambiguous. But she never went to him about this concern a week before he lost his life. She never said anything to him up front. Candace, why did you keep that from Charlie Kirk? Why you didn't warn him?
Pulled my children out of school. I have and sent information, and it has not been denied by the Élysée Palace, the White House, or the Pentagon that the French Foreign Legion was on the ground that day. France, by the way, I have told you guys this repeatedly, was there on the day of Charlie's assassination. I have made that statement, and the White House has not disputed it. Have they? People online, oh, it's crazy, it's a conspiracy. Nope. Well, wouldn't the White House just say that that's not true? The French Foreign Legion, which is a legion made up of, in part, a lot of criminals.
God, right? She's so dumb.
So the last chance you can get in life, you can become, you want to be a thug in life, you can join the French Foreign Legion.
Candace, you've been arrested and charged with harassment. You want to talk about a thug? You going to tell us about that boyfriend you lived with at 14 years old for 6 months? Come on, girl, tell us about that thug in life of yours.
This is what they do globally. They start a war in Iran. People who are asking questions about Charlie Kirk. Nothing we've said makes any sense. And this hypnosis of us saying, having people repeat that it was Tyler Robinson, it doesn't seem to be working. So we're just going to go start another war.
No, it was Tyler Robinson. And George probably paid him off. Yeah, does that work, Candace? Yeah, how about this? We say that it was Tyler Robinson, and Candace and George Farmer paid him off. That sounds better to me. It has a ring to it. What about you all? Hit the 4. Does it have a ring? Y'all hit the 4. It was Tyler Robinson, and Candace and George Farmer paid Tyler Robinson off. There we go. There you go. Candace, I just solved your problem. There you go. You should sleep easy now with us telling the truth on that. You had something to do with
war for BB. Erica Kirk, man, she really is just the moment. The speech
baby.
that she gave, everybody was just wowed by her. I felt my energy personally, like last night going into that, I was effectively like soaring in the air above the convention center, like a dragon above, waiting for Erica to just be like, fire. And I was just going to come down and swoop in out of nowhere. All the politicians.
Yeah, she's trying not to laugh. Are y'all noticing that? The little smirks and winces she's doing? She's trying her best not to laugh. I want y'all to pay attention to this. I want y'all to look at her face, her facial expression as she says this. She's trying not to laugh because she knows for her, this is just a show. And what's so crazy about this is you got candy ass cult members that are buying this nonsense while she's laughing about this. She's trying her best to not burst out laughing. I'll pay attention to the little winces on the side. She's smiling in between. It's like she keeps catching herself.
Doesn't seem to be working. So we're just going to go start another war for BB. Erica Kirk, man, she really is just the moment. The speech that she gave, everybody was just wowed by her. I felt my energy personally, like last night going into that, I was effectively like soaring in the air above the convention center, like a dragon above, waiting for Erica to just be like, fire. and I was just going to come down and swoop in.
Look at that. Y'all see that smirk? My freeze frame is epic. Look at this. She's trying not to laugh. This was a memorial to celebrate the life of someone who lost their life on national television. And he has two small kids that still cannot understand fully what's happened. And this heifer is smiling and laughing while she talks about coming down like a dragon and breathing fire on somebody. You know, something demonic. She's smiling here. And y'all just smirking something else. This is her in a happy moment. You can't make this up. Candace, how much did you pay Tyler Robinson?
Out of nowhere, all the politicians, all the fake people, everyone was just going to be in that moment toast.
Stop. To stop.
Child. This is something else. Candace, you about as evil as it gets. Who smiles saying stuff like that? Talking about dragons and breathing fire and blah, blah, blah. Girl, y'all, this is the cease and desist letter. This is it. Oh, we got to get some music on. This is it. The cease and desist letter. What we all have been waiting for. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. TPUSA told Project Constitution to kick rocks. Y'all ready? So I had to zoom in a little bit. All right. So I want to make sure you all see this. Let me take myself off the screen all the way. Okay. Dated March 18, 2026, Colin Scott Campbell. And then there's a P.O. Box, blah, 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 to P.O. Box 189 in Maryland, Project Constitution videos at gmail.com. Regarding a demand to cease and desist defamatory comments. Dear Mr. Campbell, we represent Erica Kirk, CEO of Turning Point USA, TPUSA itself. If you are represented by an attorney, please provide this letter to your attorney as soon as possible. You have used your X account, Project Constitution at Project Constitute, to make numerous false and defamatory statements about Mrs. Kirk and TPUSA since Charlie Kirk's murder, to which they have. They're absolutely defamatory. We demand that you immediately retract these false and defamatory statements, issue a full and public apology, and cease and desist from making these or similar false and damaging statements in the future. Y'all, hit that like button because you get to zoom in on this letter. Oh, man. Mrs. Kirk and TPUSA welcome vigorous and open debate and honest questions. However, there is no place for publicly repeating patently false statements that injure another person's reputation. Such statements are what the law categorizes as defamation, which is not protected free speech. Defamation is not protected under the First Amendment. It is not. Provable false statements are not protected free speech. Our Constitution does not say it's okay for you to lie like hell is hot on somebody repeatedly over and over again with a reckless disregard of the truth. Because I'm sure Project Constitution is going to come in with this. Oh, we're a member of the press. Oh, okay. They'll still be able to meet their burden of malice intent. Under the law, defamation is a published false statement that impeaches a person's honesty, integrity, virtue, or reputation. In certain cases, a party who has been defamed may recover substantial damages, even without proof of special damages. And even where a party must prove special damages, these can be significant. Yeah, hit them in the pockets. Here, many statements you have made publicly on your Project Constitution X account about Mrs. Kirk and TPUSA qualify as defamation. They are demonstrably false and they clearly tend to harm Mrs. Kirk's and TPUSA's reputations. Indeed, they have caused tremendous damage to Mrs. Kirk at TPUSA, including leading to, let's go to the next page, y'all. Candace, I hope you plan on paying for their attorney's fees. Is Project Constitution gonna reach out to Candace and say, can you help us out? Because we're broke now. This is page 2. Threats of violence being directed towards certain individuals at TPUSA. I address some of the most egregious defamatory statements that you have made below. Response to specific false statements alleging that Erica Kirk was involved in the murder of Charlie Kirk. In numerous posts on X, you have falsely alleged that Mrs. Kirk was involved or participated in the murder of Charlie Kirk. Here are just a few examples. In a December 21-25 post, you wrote that Erica Kirk is so cooked because we are so close to nailing her ass to the wall with being involved in this conspiracy to take out Charlie. February 11-26, reply to Laura Loomer, asking how anyone could defend Candace Owens' suggestion that Mrs. Kirk be dragged into a police precinct because of her alleged involvement in Charlie Kirk's murder. You wrote, because there is overwhelming evidence that she, Mrs. Kirk, did play a role in his murder. Wake up. Where's that overwhelming evidence? When you claim that something is a fact, guess what? You got to prove it to be such. Project Constitution is so stupid. They allow Candace Owens to tell them how to think. But not once have they showed this overwhelming evidence and presented it to the Attorney General spearheading the investigation and murder trial of Tyler Robinson. So why not give it to the prosecutors? You know, a question that the court does not ask themselves. If there is overwhelming evidence, why isn't Erica Kirk in jail? Why not give that overwhelming evidence to the prosecutor's office? Because, you know, they're spearheading the investigation, not the FBI. Yeah, okay. Candace, you've been lying like hell and it's catching up to you. You and your dumb demon friends. In a February 1826 reply to someone praising your work, you wrote, absolutely, she, Mrs. Kirk, may not ever face prison for killing Charlie, but I will keep exposing her in the court of public opinion to the day I die. Why would she not face prison if she has actually taken someone's life and you have overwhelming evidence? You know, because in the court of law, you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. So why wouldn't you present this to the Attorney General again? Project Constitution. Because this has to be the absolute dumbest thing to say. That you have overwhelming evidence and in a week later, you say she may not ever face prison. Why? When there's overwhelming evidence to prove that someone murdered someone, why would they not ever face prison? It's like, how do you come up with this? Yeah, no, we got overwhelming evidence, but she may never face prison for this. But I'm going to keep hammering her in the court of public opinion. Okay, so they're going to take you to the court of law and hammer your ass. And I hope you have that overwhelming evidence ready, Project Constitution. You moron. Get that evidence ready. Because it shouldn't be that hard, right? In a February 23-26 reply to Laura Loomer and Mrs. Kirk, you stated that Mrs. Kirk participated in her husband's murder and cover-up. Dear Lord. On March 5th, 26, in response to a post you made of a Baron Coleman, whatever, podcast, you stated, I believe she, Erica Kirk, participated in Charlie's murder. So he said 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row. Either there's overwhelming evidence. You believe she did it, but she'll never face prison for it, which would be dumb as hell. She participated in it, and then she participated in it. But yet, this overwhelming evidence has not made its way to the Attorney General. Yeah, because he's an idiot. Okay. Mrs. Kirk had nothing to do with her husband's murder. Any statement to the contrary is absolutely false and made with actual malice. Because there's this disregard for the truth, reckless disregard for the truth, i.e., with knowledge of the statement's falsity or with reckless disregard for the truth, because laws are laws, and that's what malice intent proves. There was a reckless disregard for the truth. See, in the court of law, Project Constitution, your feelings are insignificant. Facts don't care about how you feel. And somehow your overwhelming evidence still has not landed in the hands of a prosecutor. Go figure. But he already said she will never face a day in prison. Yeah, because that's said every day from someone who has overwhelming evidence to prove that someone unalive someone. Like, you can't make this up. Moreover, because the actions you impute to Mrs. Kirk are punishable by imprisonment or regarded as involving moral turpitude, damages are presumed. Yes, because you're accusing her of committing a crime. But somehow, once again, none of this stuff makes it to the police, y'all. This is crazy. And you got all these idiots over there on X just eating this up. Y'all, CC. Even Haley Robson lit him up. That leaked audio was way over the line. He knew it wasn't Erica. In order to get it, you have to see the case is from. She won't do heat for him. I hope he realizes that now. Okay. Oh, Candice, Karen, Cadence. Yeasty, Candace Yeasty. Are you going to get Project Constitution an attorney? You going to give him one of yours? You have 3. Candace, that's so selfish of you, you dumb cult leader. Candace is a selfish ass cult leader. Candace, you are selfish. You're not going to get your cult members an attorney? You know they're all getting sued, right? I told you, Candace, this would happen. I say you and your cohorts, your cult members, they're going to start catching it. And see, once they see that you're not willing to help them with legal funds or lawyers, then they're going to start telling you to kick rocks, just like that other one, Evan Kilgore or somebody. Now, name his behind too. You shouldn't just get away with it so easily. He may have told Candace kick rocks, but look how much damage he's done. He was no better than Project Constitution. People got to be held accountable. It's time to be held accountable. Line up. You can't make this up, y'all. Hit that like button. Where else you gonna get this document this close up? Oh my God. In short, your statements are per se defamatory. Stop accusing people of committing a crime with no evidence at all to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. Because in the court of law, that's all you would have to do. Court of law is not a court of public opinion. No one cares about what you think. It's about what you can prove. It's a whole crime. He already said she will never see a day in prison. You can't. It's so stupid. False statements alleging that Erica Kirk was involved in sex trafficking. I'm gonna say ST, y'all, so I don't have to keep saying it. You have also repeatedly alleged that Mrs. Kirk was involved in ST and an operative for Jeffrey Epstein, who's deceased. Again, just a few examples will suffice to show the nature of the defamatory statements you have made. Candace, I hope you plan on getting your cult members attorneys, because they sure gonna need them. Oh, they're gonna need them. Girl, they're so screwed. Oh, wait. Yeah, he's been whining all day over here on Twitter X. All day. Project Constitution has been whining about this all day. Oh, this is too funny. Well, since they got it, they've been whining about it. Okay. On March 12th, you posted on X, bombshell Erica Kirk's Romanian charity and ST operation exposed. You then proceeded to state that Mrs. Kirk's charity directly partnered with the specific orphanage and the specific base commander ... at the center of the underage brothel allegations. And you accuse Mrs. Kirk of trying to hide this information. In a March 13th, 26 post on X, you responded to a quotation from Mrs. Kirk about young women and spun it into supposed evidence of her involvement as one of Jeffrey Epstein's operatives. Project Constitution. They can't spell or read. Specifically, you allege that Mrs. Kirk's statement is a statement of procurement. It's the language of a predator identifying the very demographic she was allegedly tasked with managing and exploiting. She wasn't just an acquaintance of Epstein's world. According to this new report, she was a key operator on the ground. You continue. This is how they hide in plain sight, using coded language and a public persona to mask the unspeakable. This clip is no longer just creepy. It's a confession. Good luck to that working in court, you idiot. It's like the dummy one-on-one book of how to get a lawsuit and lose like hell. It's got to be a crash course. How fast can you get sued? Candace, you're going to get your entire cult sued. Oh, man. Y'all make sure y'all pay his attorney's fees to the candy asses, because you know you're going to do it anyway. Your cult leader is going to command that you do it. Oh, good God. March 13th, 26, you posted on X, the smoking gun. Leaked DOJ wiretap audio captures Erica Kirk scheduling underage girls for Epstein. In that post, you wrote that you had received an audio file in which you alleged Mrs. Kirk confirmed that she was working for Jeffrey Epstein. How did this stuff that they came up with? It was like he's bored. Does he not have any, outside job or anything? Like, I get it if social media is your bread and butter. Because I'm trying to get to that point, to be honest. But this right here is some nonsense. This is going to skyrocket you into bankruptcy because you're going to get sued. And then all that money you think you've earned, you're going to have to pay it right back into attorneys and court costs. And then you have to pay a judgment because you're going to lose. Either that or you can settle and still have to spend out a lot of money. So you might want to fire up that resume, Project Constitution. I hear Starbucks is hiring. Oh, good God. Despite numerous people pointing out the easily verifiable fact that the woman on the recording was not Mrs. Kirk, because he put up a audio thing on X that was not Erica Kirk. She was in high school when the audio was made. You did nothing for a day. Then on March 14, 26, you issued a correction while reposting the supposed smoking gun audio. You still have not removed the original post, a post claiming that Mrs. Kirk was attempting to procure underage girls for Epstein, despite knowing it to be false. Rather, that post remains up and continues to drive traffic to your X account that he's making money from. Isn't that right, Project Constitution? You're making money off these dumb lies. Indeed, despite admitting the falsity of the March 13, 26 post, you have doubled down, because that's what Candace and her, cult members do. Fail to read and double down, and then throw a tantrum when you tell them, I'm going to sue the living crap out of you for lying like hell. And supposedly they have overwhelming evidence. Where is it again? The recording is fake. He already said she will never see a day in prison. So where's this evidence? He said this himself. She will never see a day in prison. Why? Yeah, it's got to be the dumbest hypocrisy ever. Oh my God. In a March 15, 26 post, you wrote, Erica is involved with child trafficking with Epstein. The voice on the call, WA, sick, not her. But that doesn't change the fact that she is still guilty nonetheless, according to what judge in court of law? Because a court of public opinion can't hold someone guilty of anything when it comes to a crime. Because Project Constitution, you need to change your name. You're an insult to the Constitution itself. Why does he have a profile named Project Constitution when his dumb behind knows nothing about the Constitution? Laws go over his head. You would think Project Constitution would at least know the Constitution itself, starting with the First Amendment. No, this is not going to fly in court. You said you had overwhelming evidence. So you're purporting this to be a fact. This isn't your opinion. You're saying these as affirmative allegations or points of fact. And then claim to have overwhelming evidence. But yet, she'll never see a day in prison. Y'all. Oh, you can't make this up. Except they did. This dumb coat. Yeah, somehow she is still guilty nonetheless because of reasons. He thinks he's a judge now. In a March 16, 26 post on X, in which you discussed a post that Mrs. Kirk allegedly created and then deleted concerning an acting role in baby rentals, you wrote, in light of the mounting investigations into her past nonprofit work in Romania and the swirling allegations of child trafficking ties, this isn't just a behind-the-scenes joke. To her critics, this is a Freudian slip from someone who views children as commodities. What the hell does that mean? You can't make this up. So you're going to go to court and you're going to have to prove how that is factually true and how that's somehow a confession. You're going to have to prove that, Project Constitution. And he already said she won't see a day in prison, so whatever. Your claims that Mrs. Kirk was or is involved in child ST are absolutely false. Your claims that Mrs. Kirk was involved in Jeffrey Epstein's ST. Yep. Hold on, I gotta get this last page in, y'all. Oh, this is so good. They going in on him. And these are just some of the statements, some of the posts, not all of them. I want y'all to keep that in mind. It's not all of them. It's just some of them. Scheme are absolutely false. Your statements are made with reckless disregard for the truth. Moreover, because the actions you falsely impute to Mrs. Kirk are punishable by imprisonment or regarded as involving moral turpitude, damages are presumed. In short, your statements are per se defamatory because he's still accusing her of crimes, of having committed a crime. So that's why they say that, the actions you're accusing her of are punishable by imprisonment. Because in any other scenario, someone doing this would go to prison. Unaliving ST, yeah, they would go to prison. It's so ridiculous. But he's got overwhelming evidence. Where's that overwhelming evidence? Because we want to see how this is going to play out in the court of law. I do. I want to see the overwhelming evidence. He put up a fake recording, which means that he was deceiving the public and misleading while he carried out this so-called scheme to defame and attack Erica Kirk and TPUSA. So you created a false audio recording. It's so, the length of stupidity, it knows no ends. And they really think that a judge and a jury is going to be cool with that. You okay? You can't make this up. While Mrs. Kirk and TPUSA have actionable and meritorious defamation claims against you, they do not desire litigation. They need to start desiring that. Erica and TPUSA needs to start desiring litigation. You're going to have to get over that, Erica Kirk. Start desiring this litigation. Because they're not going to stop. Candace is going to keep doubling down. Her cult thinks that she's somehow going to pay their attorney's fees. And at the end of the day, if she doesn't stop, then they're not going to stop. Because they're going to be like, well, why is it that we got to go to court and she doesn't? As if the Macrons aren't prepared to mollywop her across that courtroom floor. So they need to start desiring litigation. Rather, their interest is in the truth and making sure the public record is accurate and that falsehoods are retracted. They want the damage and harassment to stop. Please verify that you will publicly correct your false statements immediately. Please verify that you will remove all your false statements as well. Any refusal to correct or retract these defamatory statements in full after receiving this letter will be further evidence of actual malice. Yep. Moreover, before you publish anything more about Mrs. Kirk or TPUSA, please contact me as I can provide you with accurate information to answer any legitimate questions you may have. Legitimate. Not the same dumb thing over and over again that her bots and cult members keep copying and pasting in video. You know, why are they covering up the truth? What truth? Project Constitution said there's overwhelming evidence. Why isn't he posting up the overwhelming evidence? You can't make this up. Y'all. Saya said, but Judge, you need to watch the whole Erica Kirk series by the female demon. That's what the judge can. Oh, that's good stuff. That's funny. Oh, man. All right, y'all. Let's get through this. Oh, let's see. To do otherwise will mean that you are continuing to act recklessly and maliciously, especially if you publish further unsupported assertions about Mrs. Kirk or TPUSA without giving me the opportunity to provide you with the truth in advance. Because you are now indisputably on notice of the falsity of your statements. Any additional false statements you make on this topic will be made with actual malice. Mrs. Kirk and TPUSA also expressly reserve all their rights going forward. Because of the ongoing nature of this dispute and the potential for it to heighten, please preserve all evidence potentially relevant to your false statements and take affirmative steps to ensure that no potentially relevant documents, data, communications, or evidence, whether physical or electronic, are deleted, lost, or destroyed. This preservation obligation extends to data on personal cell phones and tablets and encompasses paper documents, presentations, spreadsheets, emails from all email accounts, both personal and business, calendar and contact information, electronic chat messages such as text messages, WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, iMessage, WeChat, etc. WeChat is a thing. Y'all, what are these? Good grief. Yeah, I didn't even know WeChat is a thing. God. All right. Any other form of digital communications and documents in shared drives. Failure to take these preservation steps can result in severe sanctions being imposed against you by a court for spoliation of evidence or potential evidence. Very truly yours, Paul Edgar Harrell, her attorney, and he said kick rocks, Project Constitution. Oh, this is epic. Y'all know what Project Constitution been doing? Crying like a baby. Oh, they've been whining and crying like a baby. This is his official response because you just can't make this up. You know, Project Constitution is an idiot. Colin Campbell to Joseph. Regarding response to demand to cease and desist Colin Scott Campbell, Project Constitution. Dear Mr. Harold, I am in receipt of your letter. Where's his attorney? Colin, where's your attorney? Because you don't need one. You're going to need an attorney. You're an idiot. No, they're going to go in thinking that they got it. You know, I can do this. I got it. It's called free speech. No, it's not. Why, this is going to be another mollywhopper. I am in receipt of your letter dated March 18, 26 regarding your representation of Erica Kirk and TPUSA. Please accept this correspondence as my formal response. Yeah, because he sent an email as formal response as opposed to an electronically signed PDF and attached it to the email. You know, because most real attorneys would have drafted the document as a separate document, e-signed it, and then emailed it as an attachment, you know, as a PDF, because it's tamper-proof and it's electronically signed. Why the hell he couldn't do this? He sent them an email. Okay. As an independent journalist and commentator, I take the accuracy of my reporting and the integrity of the First Amendment seriously. I address your specific claims as follows. He does not take anything seriously, because if he did, he would have gotten an attorney. You would have obtained counsel if you do take this stuff seriously. Project Constitution is a moron. Absence of actual malice in the correction of the record. Regarding the March 13, 26 post concerning, never mind all the other posts. He's just pointing out this one. Concerning the DOJ wiretap audio, as soon as it became clear that the voice on the recording was not that of Mrs. Kirk, I immediately issued a public retraction and an apology on March 14, 26. Under the standard established in New York Times Company v. Sullivan, 376 U.S. 254, 1964, a public figure must prove actual malice, knowledge of falsity or reckless disregard for the truth. What do you mean? You never took down the post. It's still published on your profile on the X platform that people can still read. It's still published. That's the problem. He needs an attorney. He's an idiot. At the time of the original post, I fully believed the information to be accurate. No one cares if you fully believe it. The judge is going to ask you, can you prove that it was false or true? Can you prove that it was accurate? You say you had overwhelming evidence. Your belief means nothing, Project Constitution. Because in a court of law, whether you fully believed it to be accurate is irrelevant. It's a moot point. The judge and jury is going to be anticipating whether or not you can prove it to be accurate. Because defamation is provable false statements. So in order for it to be accurate, you have to prove that it's accurate. Because this idiot failed to get an attorney. He doesn't know that. Don't y'all tell him either. Don't tell him I said that. Accurate based on the evidence available to me. What evidence? If you're correcting the record, you didn't have any evidence. If you have evidence to prove something to be accurate, guess what? You don't need. You don't need evidence to prove that it was not correct. You can't make this up. You would think he would just post his evidence to prove, no, this is accurate information, and here's the evidence. No. God, what an idiot. Goodness. So by promptly correcting the record, once the error was identified, which means you had no evidence to prove that it was accurate, I have fulfilled my ethical and legal obligations as a journalist. No, you haven't. He just literally said this. I have fulfilled my ethical and legal obligations as a journalist. There was No intent to defame, only to report on a matter of significant public interest. It was not of significant public interest. No one asked you to post up this fake audio file. And he thinks that that's his legal obligation for that one false statement that he made. Never mind all the others they pointed out in the letter. Never mind the other ones. When you're responding, you have to respond to each of the allegations. This is why he needs an attorney. He doesn't even know how to file a response properly. So he's going to go to court and say, Your Honor, I debunked them. And they're going to be like, well, no, you only debunked one of the many statements you've made. The many allegations we provided in the letter alone. That's not including what's going to show up in the actual complaint. The letter is like a summary, like a synopsis. It was only 4 pages. The complaint can easily be well over 100 pages. The Macrons have shown us how it's done. So don't think that what they put in the letter is going to be all that comes up in the lawsuit complaint. That lawsuit complaint can be easily 50 pages of just allegations with exhibits and screenshots and everything. And this idiot only debunked one. Yeah, okay. At the time of the original post, he said, I believe to be accurate, blah, blah, blah. Okay, number 2, protected opinion and editorial theory. The remaining statements cited in your letter constitute my protected opinion. No, it doesn't. Defamation is not protected free speech. Editorial theories and fair comment on matters of immense public concern, specifically the circumstances surrounding the death of a major political figure and the leadership of a prominent national organization. Under the law, expressions of opinion do not imply a false assertion of objective fact, are not actionable as defamation. You did apply it as an objective fact. You said you had overwhelming evidence, and you said it is a fact. He literally claimed that one of the posts claimed that it is a fact. The other post claimed that there was overwhelming evidence. So it's no longer your opinion. You're claiming this to be a fact. You're purporting it to be a fact. And the general population would read your statements as matters of fact, especially when you say there's overwhelming evidence to support it. That means you're proving them to be true as a fact, not as your opinion. This moron does not know what a fact means. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, this lawsuit is going to be something else. I stand behind these posts as a valid exercise of my First Amendment rights. Yeah, keep that energy up, you clown. Yeah, this is crazy. The preservation of obligation and spoliation. Your letter explicitly demands that I preserve all evidence, including all electronic communications and social media posts, to prevent the spoliation of evidence. Therefore, I am legally and ethically unable to comply with your demand to delete the post in question. To do so would be to violate the very preservation instructions your firm has issued, potentially exposing me to sanctions for the destruction of evidence that you have deemed relevant to a potential dispute. First of all, they're saying to take it down off of a public platform, not that you cannot save a copy of the post. You can literally print the post or do a screenshot or a snippet, but remove it off of the public platform. You see this stupid? Y'all, this is so crazy. Is he this dumb? So he doesn't know the difference between let me remove it off of a public platform versus preserve the evidence itself. This is where you come in and you screen record everything, or you snip it, or you print it, or you screenshot it. And then you remove it from the actual platform so that the public is not reading these posts that you're purporting to be facts supported with an overwhelming amount of evidence. Oh my God. Project Constitution is a freaking clown. He's a clown. You are a clown, boy. Expose me to sanctions for the destruction of evidence that you have deemed relevant to a potential dispute. What? So he doesn't know how to preserve evidence. Hence why he needs an attorney. Because an attorney would just say, well, we'll just print it or we'll screenshot it. But you need to take the post off of the public platform that millions of people can see. Good grief. Number 4, discovery and future communication. While I do not seek unnecessary litigation, I am prepared to defend my work in court should Mrs. Kirk and TPUSA choose to proceed. Yeah, keep that energy up. I will welcome the opportunity for the discovery process because he's just repeating what Candace says. Candace doesn't want to go to the discovery phase. She filed a motion to dismiss. That is the epitome of someone that is not trying to go to court. Candace filed a motion to dismiss. That's what that hearing is for on April 28th of 2026, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now see that motion to dismiss. She doesn't want to go to court either. This is so crazy. This is what Candace does. She will file a motion to dismiss to avoid getting to the discovery phase. And yet Project Constitution wants to be like their cult leader. So they want to get sued, thinking that they're going to go to the discovery phase, realizing he can't afford an attorney. And it's not going to be as easy as he thinks it is. Because he doesn't know that defamation is not protected free speech. Candace, why are you filing a motion to dismiss? Wouldn't you just want to proceed forward and get to the discovery phase? When I say dumb as a box of rocks. Yeah, this is priceless. Oh my God. So he said he wants to proceed forward and would welcome the opportunity for the discovery process, which would allow for a transparent and thorough examination of the very questions my reporting has sought to answer, questions that to date Mrs. Kirk and TPUSA have declined to address publicly, when they just said in the letter that they will answer legitimate questions. They're not answering your BS. Asking them who did it is stupid. Because you're supposed to be, Candace was supposed to be telling us who she think pulled the trigger. My guess is George. Candace, how much did you and George pay Tyler Robinson again? Because he got some money. She trying to get him out of prison. She want Tyler Robinson to walk free. I guess that was the promise they made him. You will not see a day in prison over this. And so far, he's seen many days in prison. It's insane. He just did this, admitted to it. Parents turned him in. And there's no reward for him. There's no benefit for him. Come on, Candace. You gonna show us a copy of this check, money order, wire transfer, anything to show how much you paid Tyler Robinson? We're just asking questions. Are you gonna ever show us the evidence, Candace? Okay. Furthermore, I acknowledge your offer to provide accurate information regarding my future inquiries. He got accurate information in air quotes. Keep that energy up, you dumb clown. Moving forward, I will direct all legitimate questions, in quotes, regarding Mrs. Kirk or TPUSA to your office to ensure the public record remains as accurate as possible. Very truly yours, Colin Scott Campbell, Project Constitution, serving as his own attorney because he's an idiot. Yeah, this is priceless. Oh my goodness gracious. You can't make this up. Look at this. Erica is involved. That is a point of fact. Yeah, let's make sure we preserve this evidence. I'm going to repost it because I want the attorneys for TPUSA and Erica Kirk, then make sure that they see this. This is crazy. Colin doesn't know the law. Bryn told that. There you go, Bryn. Thank you. Defamation doesn't always hinge on proving malice. Reckless disregard for the truth can be enough. And here, that's going to be a tough one to dodge. Good luck, Colin. I know you must be getting sweaty. Oh, man. Project Constitution is so stupid. Y'all, I should respond in real time. What y'all think? Yeah, I'm going to respond in real time. You are an idiot. Defamation is not protected free speech. Hey, get an attorney and tell the candy asses to pay for it. The candy asses to pay for it. They will do you. They will raise funds for a GoFundMe. Go. What's that? Save Go Fund. Save Go Now. Save Go Now. Whatever. Or GoFundMe. Whatever. Y'all. Oh man. You're an idiot. Y'all check out their response. I just sent the Project Constitution. You're gonna be so mad. Oh man. Mira. You I can't see your comments either. Mira's here. Hi, Mira. How you doing? Hey, no reply. Y'all, I just responded to Project Constitution in real time because he's a moron. I was looking at Candace's lawsuit, and when she says she wants it dismissed to be transferred to Tennessee, the truth is Tennessee has a statute of limitations of 1 year, whereas Delaware has 2 years. Exactly. Oh, I already peeped that. I responded to her. It was a reply. One of you all tagged me in. And I responded and replied back and said, no, because you just want this to be transferred so that the statute of limitations can run out. Oh, Project Constitution, we're not letting you get away with it. You called it a fact. You stated it as a fact. You also said there was overwhelming evidence. I'm waiting on that evidence. You're so... Oh, man, y'all, they going in on him over here in the comment section. What, y'all? Oh, man. I want to be in that courtroom, y'all. Oh, man, this is good stuff. You're an idiot. What, y'all? This is so good. Y'all, shout out to you all for tagging me in. This clown right here. This clown right here. One of you all sent this to me. Oh my God.
Somebody leaked information to Candace from the government. And I wonder it was a Joe Kent.
What?
I wonder is it Joe Kent that's leaking stuff to people. Not saying it is, but I wonder.
What the hell he gonna do about it?
Person that's leaking stuff. And I'm gonna say this too. When a man dies,
yeah, okay,
is evil.
Yeah, this is so ridiculous.
It is unprofessional. It is shameful to leak that person's text messages to the public. I won't share it. I'm not retweeting it. I would never do that.
You clown. No one cares. You still can't tell Candace she's wrong. And yet you claim to be a friend, a brother, or whatever the hell you think you are day by day. Y'all, he is a clown. He's a whole clown. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, this is something else. Oh, Saya, he said, I miss all of you. We missed you too. I missed you guys as well. I hate going a couple days without being able to do a live, but Saya changed names. Aw. Oh, I knew you would have known that. Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. I'm asking questions to that demon lady on why she doesn't use legit data analytics measurement trials. Y'all, Graham Allen said it was Joe Kent. Was it? Here's the thing, though. Brandon Tatum, he does not care. He won't even call Candace out. Every time somebody asks him, why aren't you calling her out? Because she the one lying like hell. He sits here and becomes a spineless coward. As if he doesn't have a nutsack. You can't make this up.
And for people who are sharing it or retweeting that man's message after he's dead, you should be ashamed of yourself.
That would be your play sister, Candace Owens, farmer. You know, the one that's talking about being a fire-breathing dragon over his memorial. And then smirked and smiled and laughed about it. That's the one you should be talking to and directing all this energy towards. You clown. Brandon Tatum is a clown. Megyn Kelly is an embarrassment to the bar. And both of them can kick rocks and jump off a bridge. You can't make this up. Get on Candace. She's the one doing that.
It's shameful. The reason that people write things...
I can't. That's enough. Child, you trying to... He actually sitting here trying to be all, you know, I'm just trying to be so noble about this. Oh, kick rocks. Y'all, this right here.
About Charlie Kirk's death, saying there's nothing to see there.
Let me go back.
About obvious things. They're lying about Charlie Kirk's death, saying there's nothing to see there. They are lying about the threat of Iran, what we are doing involving ourselves in that conflict.
You can tell she lying.
Lying about obvious things. They're lying about Charlie Kirk's death, saying there's nothing to see there. They are lying about the threat of Iran, what we are doing involving ourselves in that conflict. Lying about obvious things. They're lying about Charlie Kirk's death, saying there's nothing to see there. They're
you guys are
about
awesome.
the threat of Iran.
Oh my goodness. Oh, too funny. Y'all, I'm just going through these posts, man. Y'all are killing it over here. George. Candace, why do you and your husband can't keep a damn job? Y'all, look at this. Termination of a director appointment. All Perspectives Ltd. Company number 12227760. Received for filing in electronic format on, and they got date, month, and then year. So it's March 17, 2026. Termination details. Date of termination, January 30th, 2026. Name, George Farmer. Authenticated. This form was authorized by one of the following: director, secretary, person authorized, liquidator, administrator, administrative receiver, receiver manager, charity commission receiver, and manager, CIC manager, judicial factor. George, you got fired. Say, what is wrong with him? Y'all, he got fired. You said repeat that. Which one you want me to repeat? The tiny horse taping her mouth shut. Oh my God, y'all. Yeah, let's repeat
Death, saying there's nothing to see there. They are lying about the threat of Iran, what we are doing involving ourselves in that conflict. Lying about obvious things. They're lying about Charlie Kirk's death, saying there's nothing to see there. They are lying about the threat of Iran, what we are doing involving ourselves in that conflict.
Okay, yeah. Tiny Horse said, girl, shut up. Bye, Felicia. Oh, y'all. I went in. I told her she got court. Candace, go to court. You got court. Oh, my good grief. Constipation's response. Oh, y'all are awesome. We're having a little fun, y'all. All right. Oh, there's so much to catch up on. Oh, and I heard back from Gary. He's not feeling well, so we are having to postpone once again for next week. But let me tell you something right now. It's going to be epic because now we got this whole cease and desist letter to talk about, something that I enjoy. And that's, these court documents, anything related to, the legal process. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Erica, you're going to have to sue them. You're going to have to sue them, Erica. Yo, Whoopi is on it. What? Facebook and YouTube both agreed that her content was inappropriate. Who? Red Pill Black. Candace, you can YouTube strikes. Your video has been removed from YouTube. When was this? Oh, I've missed so much. This happened today? They removed her thing today? Oh, this right here. Yo, did they remove our video? Hi, Red Pill Black. As you may know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and don't allow on YouTube. Your video, WTF, Black Lives Matter has illicit demands for white people, was flagged for review. Under review, we've determined it violates our guidelines. We removed it from YouTube and assigned a community guideline strike or temporary penalty to your account. What? I thought that thing was shut down. Red Pill Black is still up? Y'all, they sent that going to cease and desist letter. Oh, it's gonna be something else. So Joe
we've been told that this individual, Robinson, is a lone gunman, and maybe he is.
So Joe Kent is the one telling Candace everything. Y'all, shout out to Milk Bar TV. He does not play.
We've been told that this individual, Robinson, is a lone gunman, and maybe he is. But the investigation that I was a part of, the National Counterterrorism Center was a part of, we were stopped from continuing to investigate. There's still linkage for us to investigate.
Because I'm very aware of what's going on, okay? About 48 hours before Charlie Kirk died, Charlie informed people at Turning Point, as well as Jewish donors and a rabbi, that he had no choice but to abandon the pro-Israel cause outright, okay? Charlie was done. He said it explicitly that he refused to be bullied anymore by the Jewish donors.
We know the pressure because of the text messages that have been made public. That Charlie was under a lot of pressure from a lot of pro-Israel donors.
He knew, and others knew, that Charlie was done with Israel bullying him, and I am now going to present you proof of what I am saying. This is an actual group chat, which happened 2 days before Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
That was a text grab, a screen grab that I had shared with people. So it is authentic. But I did share it with some people in government. We wanted no stone unturned. We wanted to leave nothing unturned. So I shared it with a few people. Don't know where it went from there, apparently.
Sources are saying that Joe Kent, the former director of the United States National Counterterrorist Center, this is from Semaphore, he just resigned. He's now under FBI investigation for allegedly leaking classified information. And the investigation predates his departure.
That was a text grab that I had shared with some people in government.
We know the pressure because of the text messages.
I'm now going to present you proof. This is an actual group chat. So it gives me...
Joe Kent, you're an idiot. Was it worth it? Because Candice is not going to pay your mortgage. Not only are you fired, you're under investigation, you dumb moron. Was it worth it? I hope it was worth it. You let Candace and her little cult members sit here and bully you. And now you've lost your job and you're under investigation? Oh, to be so dumb.
Great pleasure to announce that Joe Kent, I'm going to be interviewing him this Thursday at the Catholics for Catholics.
And of course you are, because, you know, quid pro quo and all. Candace. Girl. I know that Joe Kent might not be your cup of tea, you know, because you would prefer a woman. But this man lost his job. Are you going to pay his bills while he gets another one? It's going to be rather hard for him to get another job so soon. You know why? Because he's making the news that he has the inability to keep information confidential. If you go out and leak information with the FBI, you think anybody else would be willing to hire you? He won't even be able to get a job at Xerox or Staples or PetSmart. You can. I think the best he could do is probably McDonald's. You can't make this up. This is priceless.
Event in DC.
Candace, you gonna have to pay his bills. Something else. Y'all, Joe Kent is fired and investigated. Was it worth it, Joe Kent? You moron. Was it worth it? Y'all, oh, God have mercy. Oh, this is too good. Oh man. Y'all, it'll be epic. Yeah, Joe Kent, you should get a job at McDonald's because that's the only people that are going to hire your dumb ass now. Oh, this is too good. He did all of this, and for what? And then they can still sue him. They can still sue him. That's an invasion of privacy, and you're releasing evidence which goes against their many federal laws that protects the evidence that should be preserved in a criminal investigation, especially for a murder trial. What's wrong with him? You can't make this up. Joe Kent, and I hope they lock your ass up. Oh, man, these demons are being cast right back to hell where they belong. Candace, you're going to have to pay Joe Kent's bills, so I hope you make it good with this interview. Why don't you set him up a GoFundMe as well? He's going to need the money. It's all your fault, and his too. Both of y'all to blame. You got these morons that are following Candace to the edge of the cliff, and she's just pushing them over. She's not jumping at all. No, Candace won't jump off that cliff, no matter how much I would love to see her do that. But no, she's not going to do that. She's going to push everybody else off the edge of the cliff. She want to see if you all can fly. You know, the cult members. Your hive mentality won't even allow you to think about self-preservation. So Joe Kent does not have a job, and he's under federal investigation. There are federal laws in place that protect evidence related to a criminal investigation. Federal laws. We've gone over them here in the LLC. And Joe Kent was like, I don't give a damn. This is all for Candace, you know, my dear cult leader and all. Cadence, Karen, Candice. Joe Kent is broke as hell. Now he's unemployed. What are you going to do? Because that one interview, that's it. He's not going to get a media tour while he's under FBI investigation. You know why? Because, yeah, he might spill you the beans, but he's not going to just spill the beans everywhere else, because that could be used against him in a court of law. I love it. So he's cornered no matter how you put it. Because whatever they don't get him on in a criminal court, in a criminal matter, they're going to get him on in a civil matter. He invaded somebody's privacy. Why are you releasing out text messages that she was not privy to? These idiots are actually losing their jobs for Candace and their liberty and freedom. You can't make this up. Boy, that cult mentality is like a drug over there, Candace. Oh my God, this thing is something else. What y'all? We got so much more to discuss. It's getting late, and I have to work and get my son to school. But we're gonna finish this up tomorrow, y'all. This is something else. Oh, I got a super. Hi, Marcia. Oh, thank you for the $20 super. This is getting so juicy. This 75-year-old grandpa is having a great time. My granddaughter has to help me navigate through these YouTubes. I got accused of being a bot at COs. I laugh. I found it to be complimentary. That's all you can do is laugh at these cult members and these bots. Candace, your bots are dumb and you're wasting money on them. They still can't spell your name right. They won't spell her name correctly for the sake of their life. You think she would just like, you know what? I'm gonna buy some more bots or have them reprogrammed so they can spell my name correctly. Now, Candice. Oh, the bride of Chucky has struck again. Now somebody has lost their job. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. And I still got some more y'all emails to get through. How you doing, honey? Oh, CC says, sorry, don't stop. Don't stop. You okay? Is George's dad involved with the copper? Child, I have no idea. They hooked to Rothschild as well. Military veterans are mad about Tatum running his mouth on Kent. Well, here's the thing. Thankfully, no one takes Tatum seriously. No one takes him seriously. He's like a punching bag now. He's a punchline. Brandon Tatum, he's an officer. What? Like, I can't take him seriously. He's a clown. And because he's scared of Candace. Brandon Tatum, remember this and never forget it. Brandon Tatum is afraid of Candace Amber Rose Owens Farmer. Because reasons. I mean, he literally could just man up, but he won't do that. And he could have already gotten her behind and put her in check on all the crap she was doing. He won't do that either. Because he's a coward. Y'all, this is something else. Yeah, hopefully all the military veterans go whoop his ass for 5 minutes. Don't stop. I wouldn't be mad if y'all went and just gave Officer Tatum a little spanking or two in the streets, You don't have to beat him up too bad. Just rough him up a little bit. He need to learn. Grow up, Brandon Tatum. Like, grow a spine. It's so crazy. Hey, Gia, how you doing, honey? LLC, did you get the video on George Farmer I sent you from Fax Me? Let me see. I saw something about a ball deception. Oh, my God. Oh, I see it. I got your email. Yep. George was hanging around Candace way longer than we knew. I told you all, they knew each other. They had already conversed before they even allegedly met officially. Because they claim, we've only knew each other for 18 days before we got engaged. No, Candace looked his behind up. They knew each other. And he, put down all the ground rules. He said, you got to keep Grimace under control. I'm not dealing with Yeasty. And I'm not putting this inside of that. Candace knows she's played around with that turkey baster one too many times for comfort. All right, I'm done, y'all. I'm getting delirious. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, man. Y'all. Y'all, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I got the video. I'm going to save it. And we're going to check it out. We're going to just have a whole you know, like we normally do. We have like a marathon with Candice on Saturdays. So we're going to do that. Oh, man. Scientology Sundays coming back around the corner again. So it's going to be a great weekend. I can guarantee you all that. But we'll be back at it tomorrow. Tamara Neely got a new video up. And then, of course, I'm looking forward to episode 3 of Josh. Is Josh? I keep forgetting his name. Is it Josh Lucas? The series that we're watching and checking out on Candice. So he's got a great series. Oh my God. The first 2 episodes have been phenomenal. And then Tamara's doing a great job with her research and reporting. And then Graham Allen, of course, dropped a new video. So we got a lot to catch up on. All right. Plus, we still got to catch up on the video that was done by the couple. Oh, good grief. Oh, no. Let's see. Joshua Carr. Sorry. I don't know why I say Joshua Lucas. I said Lucas. No, Joshua Carr. He's going to be dropping his episode 3 tomorrow. Culture Proof has got a trans conservative video piece they've done. Both sides. Tamara Neely, Tinashe Peter spoke with someone that escaped the cult of Candace. Graham Allen. We got it all, y'all. I'm excited. So tune in tomorrow. I appreciate you all so much. I thank you for your support. Hit that like button. You candy ass cult members, y'all make sure y'all here tomorrow because it's the only way your cult leader gives you attention. Candace, if you come in my chat, come in your real name for once. Your friends are being sued. Or they're going to get sued. Joe Kent's fired and under investigation. All because you got these people scared of you. You can't make this up. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Hit the like button, y'all. Yeah, I know. See if I gotta get going. I gotta get to bed. But we got your video, Jen. I got it. I know, right? Josh, y'all, it's Carr. I'm sorry. Oh man, don't tell Joshua Carr I said I called him Josh Lucas. Isn't that from Star Wars? I've never even seen that. Yeah, I'm tired. That's how tired I am. I'm quoting someone from Star Wars, and I didn't even know it. All right, y'all. We'll be back at it tomorrow. We got a lot of videos to catch up on, a lot of content, a lot of information to get out. And I appreciate all of you all in your support. So see y'all in the next one. And until then, Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.